Horse, I need you to do me a favor. I just, when you edit this video, I want you to like do like 3 takes of the please do that for me. Well, okay, alright. Welcome to Corpse Party. Corpse Party. Blood Drive. I can read, I swear. Never played this game before. It looked really chibi, looked really anime, and I was just like, well, we haven't really done anything specifically for Spooktober, so here we go. First game for that, I think. Depending on when Horse uploads this. Don't get mad at me, you get mad at Horse. Anyway, new chapter. Chapter 0. That is a really loud ringing in my ear. Don't do that. Ding. A faint light. Wait. Do I hit something or is this a loading screen? Doesn't look like I can click on anything. Oh, okay. Class rep. Oh, it's not in English. Naomi. Oh. Oh. Oh! What? What? What on earth? What just happened? Okay, it had been 2 months since the Book of Shadows incident. That doesn't sound like a good thing. I've been critically wounded by the blowback from the sorcery I'd involved myself with, but Nakashima was there to carry me out from the crumbling Shinozaki estate. I feel like I probably am playing like a sequel. Pretty sure of that. Anyway, the 2 of us were picked up on the side of the old mountain road and rushed to the hospital, where I was restored to stable condition. The grimoire responsible for so much of the horror everyone had been through, the Book of Shadows, was buried in the rubble of the estate when its roof collapsed. Hard to believe that over 2 months had passed since the fall of Heavenly Host Elementary, since the 5 of us were returned safely to the real world. Ooh, game is really chibi and cute. Yeah! Did we do it right? That's weird. According to that urban legend site, tearing the paper doll is supposed to cause an earthquake and get you spirited away. Hey, that's not the kind of thing you invite your friends to do, is it? That's so mean. I almost feel like I shouldn't even be reading and letting them just do the voice acting. Although, like, unless you're actually paying attention, you won't know what the hell they're saying, so I have to freaking read the audio. I mean, dialogue. I can read. Anyway. Sorry guys, but now we'll always be together, right? After Sachiko vanished from the closed spaces, the effects of Sachiko ever after vanished from the world along with her. And certainly no one was going to miss a place like that, where countless living beings were trapped, their lives snuffed out violently and traumatically. Well, at least you cleared up who's dead, thanks. But along with the school, the lives of our friends and our teacher were also erased, and they weren't just dead, but wiped from existence entirely. I know she's real, why won't anyone believe me? I have literally no idea what's going on right now. Less than 0 idea. Listen, there's no such person as Psycho. Now take your medicine, please. No! No! Whoa! Whoa! Naomi, take the medicine, take it! No, I'm not crazy, I'm not. Well, that would be scary. I am not starting a war! Apparently she's crazy, not crazy. Oh, you love Corpse Party? Don't even know what this is. Saw it on Steam. I was just like, oh, this looks cool. Buying it. Have no idea. This seems like it's a sequel. Literally no idea what's going on. We may have been the lucky ones to survive, but for us, these past 2 months had been hell on earth. Someone please help. Last rep, hang in there. Sis. No, I won't let you die. This was my fault for heedlessly performing an occult ritual. I suffered heavy wounds with major blood loss. I was in the hospital for weeks. It's so adorable with... I don't know. This is weird. It's like adorable and horrible. Adorable. I can't combine the words together. But I was finally released just yesterday, returning to school at Kisaragi Academy for the first time since the incident. When I reached the front gate, I stopped and stared at the school grounds, shrinking back a bit. I knew that once I passed through these gates, I'd be reminded of a reality where Suzumoto, Miss Yui, and the others no longer existed. I'd horrible. Oh, there we go. Thank you, horse. Shinozaki. Guys! These were the only people in the world who understood me. The only people I could relate to. The only ones who remembered our 4 departed friends. Welcome back! Congratulations on your recovery! Sad. They were all trapped in a haunted school together? Oh, okay. Don't tell me anymore. Because I might actually go back and play the first game now. If this pans out well and I'm interested. Well, I am actually interested already. Later, guys. I'm out of here. Whoa, what the fuck? What was that? My friends are all waited here for me. I should at least say something to them. Never mind. Hi. Oh, okay, cool. So we got a nun? Are you okay, Ayumi? I am fine, Yuka. Thank you. Satoshi? Hey, he's got my haircut. Hi, Satoshi. I guess you're me now. You're probably gonna die then, Satoshi. Welcome back, class rep. Nakashima. Oh, so you can sprint. Okay, there we go. Hey, Shinozaki. Finally let you out, did they? So this guy's, I don't know, the badass of the group? I don't know. I don't know how to, I'm just gonna infer based on his clothing. Kishinuma. Alright, I talked to all of them. Later, nerds. At this point, I still don't know. I don't know that even the outside of the closed spaces of heavenly hosts, even here in the real world. What? Sachiko ever after. Oh, she's gonna die. Or she's gonna do something bad that's gonna lead people to die. I think she's gonna die. She's dead. Everybody does love that fortune-telling stuff. I gotta find me a new one for next time. She's so fucking dead. I hope Mama worked the early shift today. I'm starving. Mama? 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 Exhale. Mama? Mamma mia! Oh shit! Ah! Whoa, boy! Oh my! Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh my God! She's a fucking pretzel. That was much more. The curse's reach was growing. That was awful. That was much more gory than I thought this game would be. This game looks way too adorable to be gory. Well, now I at least know what to expect. Shit's gonna get bad. I thought it was just gonna be like the hand-drawn pictures are gonna be fucked up, but nope. I guess that's the main character. Oh, I was about to say, there's gotta be singing. This is anime. That dude, Satoshi? Yeah, that dude's me. He's gonna die. I can already tell. So I guess she's responsible for the curse? Oh, I know. It's her. That little girl. Demon girl. Is that a cultist? Oh, of course, it's anime. Did she have a katana? Yep, it definitely looks like a katana. This is so anime. I love it. Is this an actual anime? Let me Google this. Like, I could believe that this is actually based on a real anime. Let me Google it. Oh, that's the main girl. Okay, hang on. Corpse. Fuck. Corpse Party Anime. It's a 4-episode anime OVA based on a Japanese video game, Corpse Party. Okay. Welcome home, how was it? Still can't believe your luck tripping and falling on, what was it again, a cutting tool? And that's all it took to put you out of commission for 2 months? Well, life certainly is fragile. What are you doing, anyway? I hope you're not dabbing in the occult business like your sister. Oh! She was just like, what? And Hino disappearing like always. I swear these girls of mine are giving me gray hairs. I'm actually into this right now. I'm totally into this shit. This is pretty good. Oh! Whoa! Jesus! Whoa! God! She's bleeding or what? Oh, she's just mad that her sister is dead. That same horrible scene played out in my memory once more. God damn, son! A massive earthquake rippled through the basement of the Shinozaki estate, leaving it teetering on the edge of collapse. Worse still, the whole place was in flames. Hinoi's mangled form appeared as if shimmering in the fire's light, red glinting off of red around the edge of the blaze that were rapidly sluicing. Sluicing, I think that's a typo. Sluicing her flesh. Ugh. Ew. It danced around and through her almost whimsically, prompting unnatural gyrations throughout her body without ever letting her so much as touch the ground. Stop! I grabbed onto Hinoi's body in a vain attempt to pull her to safety. But Hinoi used what little strength she had left to push me back.
Ayumi-chan?
You need to live, Ayumi. Remember, your sister will be with you always, in your heart. I could distinctly hear these words in the back of my head spoken in a soft, soothing voice. It was short-lived, however, as the ceiling suddenly became webbed with cracks and fissures, and a massive beam fell from above, crushing her upper body entirely. With this, I shot to my feet and began running in circles, screaming uncontrollably. Jesus! So real. I would have run right into the rapidly spreading fire if Naomi hadn't caught me. My hands and feet were covered in red bruises and cuts from the swarm of blades that my spell had summoned. Naomi was bleeding as well, but nowhere near as badly. No, class rep, we have to go. I think she has a name. Why do they call her class rep? Jesus. I gotta say, the voice acting's pretty good. Nakashima and I wanted more than anything to bring our friends back, so we'd gone after the Rue of the Curse behind Sachiko, Shinozaki, and Heavenly Host Elementary. We sought and found another place that shouldn't exist. The estate of Yoshi. Yoshi! Big Yoshi! And Sachiko Shinozaki, it was supposedly torn down long ago, but there it stood. In its basement, we found an old book of spells known as the Book of Shadows. From Charmed? God, I used to love that show. Convinced I could undo the horrors I'd seen, I decided to try a little black magic amount. Why? Why would you do that? More black magic never solves the original bad black magic. This inevitably led to the worst nightmare of them all. Well, obviously! I was attacked from all sides, uncertain what was real and what was not. The wounds I endured should have been fatal. I don't know how she knew where I was, but just as things seemed bleak, as Sis came rushing into my rescue. What? Didn't her body get crushed? In the end, I'd only made things worse. All I did was add one more sacrifice to the pile. Ooh. No! Whoa! 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 Holy shit, this game is getting really real right now. Holy fuck, self-harm? Jesus, son! I should have died. It should have been me. I'm responsible for everyone's death. It should have been me. Jesus! Oh god! Oh god! Oh, this is real. This is real shit right now. Go ahead then. Die. 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 What the fuck? Come on, don't stop. Just die already. With one shoe on my desk and sporting a rare open-mouthed version of a shit-eating grin, a boy wearing a black parka was just somehow there in my room without explanation. Who? You're about to die. Why do you care who I am? Clearly you're not serious about this at all. Whoa! God! Jesus! Chill, dude! Like I said, you're not serious. You're just deluding yourself. Where's your mind at, bitch? Aren't you just looking to save yourself? Spare yourself from all this suffering? So stop lashing out and do something about it, you fucktard. Whoa! Damn, son! Oh my god! This game is so much more real than I thought it would be. Oh my god! Thought it was gonna be like minor, like spooky, like chibi horror game. No, damn! This is like some real shit right now. And nobody else gonna come to your rescue? Who the hell are you? What do you want? Why have you come here? I'm nobody. And this is gonna be real boring if it ends with you lying to yourself. Without a word, he motioned for me to put my hand out and unceremoniously plopped a piece of 10-yen gum into it. The boy smiled with a cold yet oddly kind expression, then finally took his leave by jumping out the window. What? All I could do was stand there and sob. Damn, son, this shit's so real right now. Shinozaki's house should be somewhere around here, I think. Huh? Hell of a fashion sense that kid's got. Yeah, he's me in high school. Now that Heavenly Host Elementary is gone, what do I do? How do I repent my sins? Stand. Wow. Nice work, everyone. Hey, it's my dude. Hey, Satoshi. Oh, yeah, and we got Yoshi. Hmm? You brought lunch today, right? Let's eat on the roof. Oh, sure. Seems like a nice day for that. Let's go. Oh, the sky is clear as can be. Not a single cloud. Love that autumn sun. I don't trust this game. This shit's getting really dark. How about here? I gotta say though, my lunchbox sure feels light. What did you bring today, Yoshi? I had some time, so I fried up a little something. Man, your kitchen skills are really impressive. I'm guessing I've just got last night's leftovers. Sounds like first world problems if you ask me. You think so? What the fuck? For bread or something. What the fuck? Whoa! Was that my niece? I think that was my niece. She started crying right when this dude died. Yeah, there it was. There it is. Hang on one sec. I'll be back in a sec. You're gonna have to cut this part out, horse. Ow! My elbow! Damn it! Horse! You don't keep that part in the video. Alright, we're back. Mom! Well, now lunch all the way up here? It is a fine day today, so I bet your food will be all the more delicious. Satoshi? Miss? Kawan? Niwa? Kawan Niwa? I think? Yeah. Yoshi. Says so. This was our class's TA. Teaching assistant. Miss Kawan Niwa, age 24. Hey! She's about my age. Cool. She was an English teacher with white hair, blue eyes, and a soft, delicate voice. Teaching assistant, so she's probably training to become a real teacher. We asked her classmates about her the day we returned from Heavenly Host Elementary. They said she was a teacher who would come to our school half a year ago, but the 5 of us had no memory of that. In our world, the one we came from, we had Miss Yui instead, filling the exact same role. So we meant no offense to Miss Kuon, but her presence here, this reality, just felt inherently wrong to those of us who survived the Heavenly Host incident. Fuck! I wish I played the first game. look at this dude's expression. He's like, yep, this is all right with me. Do you not have any lunch, Satoshi? What is it you'd most like to eat? The first 2 games? Aw, oh, damn it. Well, I got a lot of catching up to do. What is it you'd like most to eat? You, Miss Kuon. That's this dude's expression right now. That's this dude's exact expression right now. What's your favorite food? Don't say something dirty. Pork cutlet on rice, I guess. Oh, you didn't say anything dirty. I was expecting him to do it. Okay. Oh, this is the 3rd one. Fuck. Well, I guess we'll go back and play the first 2 games after we finish this one, because I'm probably going to finish this shit. This is going to get really like Devil May Cry-y. 3, 1, 2. That's how we're going to do this shit. What's she up to? She's probably just messing with you. I guess I'll go buy some bread at the cafeteria or something. Okay, but you should probably hurry it up. I mean, lunch has already started, so I doubt they have a whole lot left at this point. Oh crap, you're right. Okay, wait here, I'll be back. Hold the run button while moving to sprint. Sprinting gradually drains your stam, and if you run out completely, you won't be able to move again for... What? You can't move? You can't even walk? Your stam will recover whenever you're not sprinting ever, so be sure to slow down every now and again. What? I don't have a stam bar. What the? I didn't make it. What? I didn't even get a chance to do anything. It literally just ended instantly. Told you they'd run out. Here, you can have one of my fried shrimp. Open up. My shun upon meeting those of the magnificent golden fried shrimp. Really? Thank you so much. Ah. He's gonna drop it. What the fuck is this? Oh, okay. Trump's just coming to visit us. Oh, that's fine. Man in black. All right. You must be Mr. Satoshi. Huh? I've come to deliver your... President Trump just delivered me lunch. What? The man in black handed over a lacquer box containing pork cutlet on rice with egg. Picture perfect in every way. It was my favorite meal down to the last detail. Wait! Did that TA do this? Yoshiki, utterly dumbfounded, loosened his grip on the fried shrimp he was holding. It plummeted to the ground, defeated by this new contender. What? What kind of... What? What? Who? What is Miss Kuon? Oh. This girl's so... No, wait, she was in the anime opening. She'll be fine. Class rep. The classroom glowed with the golden hue of twilight, while my gaze was fixed at the floor. It must have been obvious to Nakashima that I had lost a lot. That had a lot on my mind. Well, actually, lost a lot on my mind is pretty accurate, too. So. Are you okay? Ask her about the cuts and the punches and the bruises and all that stuff. She asked this as she sat down at the desk in front of me, facing backward. She was trying to comfort me. But she had dark circles around her eyes, too. She and I must have looked very similar to one another from an outside perspective. My left hand was still wrapped in bandages. It throbbed incessantly, reminding me of the previous night's events. Oh, they didn't draw bandages. Weird. Surprised I missed that detail. I ignored it as best as I could and forced an empty smile. I'm sorry. I won't cause any more trouble. Huh? Trouble? What do you mean? I couldn't bring myself to answer that. I just flashed another smile, a confusing one that must have looked very strange to her, and left the classroom. Class rep. Call her a name! She has a name, son! Like, okay, I'm not gonna be a hypocrite. I nickname all you guys. Everyone in chat probably has a nickname right now. But I don't call them something generic. Like, I don't call you follower number 62. Like, what the fuck? Why is class rep her name? Call her a name. Did I just see Shinozaki leaving? Thank God someone's calling her a name.
Naomi,
what's wrong, Naomi? Our class rep seems to be taking everything really hard. You should try to support her a little more. Not the only one, Naomi. You've been pretty hard on yourself too, don't you think? I'm fine. I mean, I'm not the only one suffering here. We've all got to be strong for one another. I just hope she doesn't do anything drastic. Fuck! I wish I played the first two games. This is so good. As I walked, I thought back to my time in the hospital. I was lying in bed, arms and legs virtually mummified in bandages, when a woman with flowers came in to see me. Don't remind me. I know I should have played the other two games. I don't even know this was a sequel. Hello, you don't know me, but oh my, you really do look just like your sister. Yamamura. Oh no, I'm a disembodied head. Who are you? My name is Yamura. You know, your sister and I are both part of the Wicca Institute. That doesn't sound good. An association dedicated to the worship of spirits. That definitely doesn't sound good. So you know Sis? I do, that's why I've come to see you. As she said this, she placed a bouquet of flowers on the small table by the bed and looked around the room with a curious expression on her face. Are your parents not here at the moment? They're out shopping. I see. Neither your father nor your mother know then about Hinoi's death. The day she lost her life. Before she went after you to the old Shinozaki estate, the last person she contacted was me. She contacted you? She probably understood her fate and accepted it. The spirits can reveal a person's time of death. You'll let them. But she was prepared to take action regardless. She didn't care what the consequences might be. She really was an amazing person. Tears began to pour from my eyes, and I could do nothing to stop them. Damn, she really did love her sister. Too bad I know nothing of their relationship. I had been sitting up in bed, but unconsciously started to curl into a fetal position as best as I could with the bandages. Yamamura put her hand on my back to comfort me. Ayumi, I've come here to bestow Hinoi's last wish to you. Huh? Retrieve the grimoire, the Book of Shadows, the forbidden book that's been passed down through the Shinozaki family for generations. If that book should ever fall into the wrong hands, the world would most assuredly be plunged into utter chaos. Homegirl just lost her sister. She's like bandaged all the way up to her neck. She's in the fucking hospital. And she's just like, yeah, just go back and get that book, son. It's fine. See, we of the Wicca are... Oh, it's Ika. I get it. Ika is the bad guy. Are an association of white witches who communicate with, who commune with spirits and abide by the will of nature. Hinoi was instantly... Hinoi was initially hesitant to involve herself with anything related to the Shinozaki bloodline, having defied her parents and rejected her lineage. But in recent years, she'd been sensing the presence of the book and growing more and more intrigued. The other Wiccans and I looked for it, of course, but we found no hint of it at the site of Yoshin's Sachiko Shinozaki's estate. I keep wanting to say castle. We were surprised to find burned beams and other debris of the old house on what we expected to be nothing more than a vacant lot, but that was all we found. Yet, even though it wasn't there, I can still sense it. Its presence remains, somewhere in the world. Yamamura looked directly into my eyes. Did you know that someone else was living in the city who shares her bloodline with you and Yoshi? Yamamura pulled a notepad from her pocket and carefully wrote a name and address on the top sheet. She then tore the page and handed it to me. Makina Shinozaki. Makina Shinozaki? Who's that? I knew that name. It was on the family tree. Yeah, the Shinozaki estate's basement. Yoshi's grandmother had 3 daughters, and the second was Makina, so Yoshi's mother's younger sister, Yoshi's aunt. Makina's house is deserted now. If you were to go there, you might find some clue that would help lead to the Book of Shadows. We tried, but we were too strongly connected to the spirit world. We just couldn't enter the room. What does that even mean? That sounds like plot. It's nothing more than that. You're Yoshi's aunt. Big or Yoshi? I don't know what exactly you might find there, but if you have the strength to fulfill Hinoi's last request, I'd like to ask that you try. And with that, Yamamura simply turned and left the hospital room. This is last request. On the other side of the girl... on the other side of the door, a peculiar girl stood and waited. As soon as Yamamura had covered enough distance to put me out of earshot, the two of them spoke. She does look like anime Alice. Oh, she's gonna be bad. Nice work. Is that good enough? Can I go now? Just you people breathing makes my skin crawl, but I won't kill you, so yeah. That's good enough. Now get out of my face. Oh, she's evil. You can tell just by the way she's dressed that she's gonna be evil. Yamamura ran away as quickly as she could without drawing attention to herself. As if in response, the intimidating girl in the peculiar outfit spat on the hospital wall. Ew! Man, hard to find anyone these days who's not a dumbass. As she mumbled these words, she sneaked a sidelong glance at me in my room. I was completely oblivious. Anyway, Shinozaki died way too easily. Worthless piece of shit. It was time to meet my fate. I had no trouble locating Makina's residence. I don't know what I was expecting, but what I found was just an ordinary apartment building. I couldn't involve Mochida and the others in this. They'd been through enough already. Lady, you can barely handle being by yourself in a room without stabbing yourself. Stop being a hero. Besides, this was a family matter. My bloodline was responsible for this whole mess. Alright, fine. So it was the only right that I be the one to make amends alone. You need a horse hoof horse? No. This is the place, alright. Shimorenjaku South Apartments. Looks pretty run down. I'd expect apartments in this condition to get torn down rather than just left to rot. Does anyone even manage this building? Is that a save point? Whenever you see a candle on the map, you can examine it to restore your HP and save your game. Oh, see, I was about to ask, wait, how do you save this game? Just got to my first save point, I guess. Good thing I didn't just turn off the frickin' game. That would've sucked. Isn't this trespassing? Oh yeah, it is. I hate feeling so conspicuous. It puts me completely on edge. And if a door should suddenly open and somebody yells at me for being here, I think I'll probably just drop dead on the spot. Is someone coming? When a person gets truly startled, she's unable to move due to the combination of fear while being put on the spot. Like she's been planted to the ground. It may be human nature, but I hated not being in control of my actions. Nonetheless, there I was, a sitting duck, just waiting for someone to come down the stairs. Except no one did. The seconds ticked on, but I was pretty definitively the only one here. I could have sworn I heard footsteps. What the fuck was that? The mailbox was stuffed with vast quantities of tissue paper. The bottom layer of the stack had turned an unpleasant shade of brown. Ew! What the fuck? Someone, what, shitting? And then, like, wiping their ass and putting it... I don't know. It may have just been from years of settling debris, but if that were the case, it shouldn't have been that dark. It's shit. It's an old, disgusting apartment. Probably shit. What's in there? Don't touch it! Don't touch it! Ew! She's touching it! I slowly unwrapped the tissue, morbidly curious as to what I might find. A turd! It was only then that I noticed the inside of the mailbox itself, which was stained a deep crimson. Looked a whole lot like blood. Never mind. I had unwrapped enough by then to see what was inside the tissue paper, too. It was the skeletal remains of a bird. Hey, wait! You bet birds, and it was a bird! Horse is psychic! It's a bird, just chill. Ah! Man! You are way too scared of everything. You need to chill. You need to send someone else to do this. On the rusted panel of the mailbox from which I discovered this gruesome find was a name scribbled in permanent marker. Shinozaki. Here we go. What? Faces! Stop! No! Shut the hell up, bitch! I'm gonna bash your skull in! What's going on? Is someone there? Man, am I in a fucking... am I in a trap house? Oh, God. I must be hearing things. Where's my flashlight? Persistent use of your flashlight will eventually kill its battery. If this happens, you'll need to find a new battery. Use it or you'll be left in the dark. 401 Shinozaki. Man, she gets scared of everything. She is way too traumatized to do anything. I should have gone to the bathroom before coming here. Don't pee yourself, please. I wouldn't put it past this game. This game is much darker than I thought it would be. Ew! Guess I'll just have to hold it. Knock! Wait, is this gonna kill me? Excuse me. There's a doorbell on the wall nearby. Pressing it only produces clicks. Clip-a-clop. It's horse. Guess there's no power. Yeah, she's gotta hold it just like the dump guy in chat. The door is rusted shut. It won't open. Hang on. I'm gonna go back and save it. Because in case this game is a douche and it just kills me for making like one bad decision. There we go. Who's gonna be this very paranoid girl horse? We can make it Emily. We can make it Snipper Clips. We can make it Wabakabi. I don't know. We can make it Tiff. We gotta make sure that this is one of the let's make it Zen. No, I'm gonna be the die that I'm pretty sure is gonna die. It's Zen. What the fuck? Well, I'm pretty sure this girl is gonna live. She's the protagonist, so. You're way more like a Yumi, Zen. Why am I way more like a Yumi? Why is that, Wabi? Emily. Okay. We can't go this way. Let's go this way. Can't go this way. Fuck. Let's go this way. And it's just into most of the name tags. It's Satoshi is tall. Damn you! That's not enough. You gotta give me at least 3 reasons. Being missing from the mailbox, the ones that remain are encrusted with dirt and decay and are only barely legible. Some, in fact, are just plain rot out entirely, or the plots for them are rusted over. They look like props from a horror movie. No Makina Shinozaki here, I think. I should check one of the other stairwells. Oh yeah, when you run out of stam, that's it. You don't even move. Alright. I've checked everywhere else, so if I die, whatever, I've already saved. I took a deep breath, mentally prepared for what I was about to attempt and grab the steel doorknob. Oh, I almost peed myself, didn't I? Eek. My phone. God, don't scare me like that. Who would be calling me at this hour? Unknown number? Alright, fine, Emily. Who are you gonna be then? Hello? Go, don't 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 go. Kunai? 04244444444444 not found. What the hell? The number disappeared from my screen as if the call had never been placed. I'm gonna be no one and not be traumatized. What? What? Is my phone on the fritz or something? God. Some bad shit's about to go down. Ah! It's open! I'm dead. Hello? It's so dusty. How many years has it been since somebody actually lived here? Is anyone home? Did I take off my shoes? No! No! Don't do that! You're gonna like step on like evil. I don't know. Oh, we took off her shoes. Welcome home. What? That was totally a voice. That's right. I need to learn from my mistakes at Yoshi Shinozaki's house. This time I've come prepared. What does that mean? But that voice recorder Sis used for her research. November 10, 2008. 7:48 p. Beginning investigation of Makina Shinozaki's apartment. Wait! Is she making a travel journal? Okay, she's me. It's fine. I can do this. I've been to that school and that house. It's like a bathroom door. Don't touch it. I want to save it first. Okay. Now, if we die in the bathroom, that's fine. It's a Japanese-style toilet. Fortunately, despite the condition of the apartment building in general, it seems to be modern and fully functioning. Non-septic model without any foul smell. I wonder if the water's still on. Even if it is, the roar of flushing water would be really disconcerting right now. Moan. Why do I have to pee at a time like this? What the hell is wrong with me? No! That's it! I don't want to fucking pee! Fuck! Hold it. I can't do it here. I'll have to hold it. Besides, if there's no electricity, then chances are there's no water either. Wait, now I'm curious. What actually does happen? Fuck! No, don't make me live with this decision. I want to know. Does something bad happen if I pee? Do I get like What's gonna happen? I need to know! Do I die if I fucking pee? What happens if I use the toilet? I can't. I really have to go. If I don't, I'm afraid I'll wet myself. Ew! Don't show me that. And don't show me that! No! That's not what— Oh, God! Sneaking into the deceased woman's abandoned apartment and using her bathroom. It was kind of absurd, but I almost felt like I was infiltrating the deepest chambers of an enemy base. It just won't come up. Oh my God! Ew! You can actually freaking— Oh my God! You can actually see the fucking pee! You can actually see the freaking pee! What that sounded like my own relieved voice coming back from the walls. I thought I'd finally done my business, but my bladder still felt completely— I haven't— What? Oh my God! Is that blood? Oh my God! That's blood! What is this blood? It's not dripping from the ceiling or anything. This dull squish of a blade cutting in the flesh was also faintly audible. It immediately brought to my mind somebody slitting her wrists. No, I can't. What the fuck? I am now very traumatized. This game pulls no punches and is disgusting. The way Yamamura was talking, Makina Shinozaki is dead. But her appliances still seem to be completely intact. Has anyone ever been in here since her passing? Damn it, this is scary. On the tiny kitchen table sat numerous prescription bags and instructions. The name written on every bag was Makina Shinozaki. Guess that clinches it. This is definitely Makina Shinozaki's apartment. Ah! Paper! Oh no! There was a photo hanging from the freezer door. Though blurry and hard to make out, seems to be a forest thick with mist along with an additional detail that made it much worse. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I don't want to go home. I'm scared. Clues. I'm looking for clues, but where? How? I don't even know what I'm looking for, do I? Let's try to take some of Machina's things back with me, I guess. As many as I can carry. And the corner formed by the wall of the refrigerator in the sink, there's an extremely disturbing amount of mold growing just breathing the air. Nearby feels hazardous to one's health. There aren't really any signs of food anywhere, however, maybe Machina didn't eat much. Ooh, item! Items lying about can be obtained by examining them. There may be hidden compartments or spaces and shelves and such as well, so be sure to examine everything very carefully. There's something lying on the table. Batteries obtained! Some bullshit's gonna happen when you examine the mirror. I can see myself in the mirror, I look worried. I should check the shelves over here first. Thanks for giving it away. What's this? It's a small white box made out of paper. So small, in fact, that it fit in the palm of my hand with room to spare. It was light as a feather, too. How many dead birds? Why is there another one in here? Because Horse said so. I have to pick it up, but I really don't want to. Horse, did you kill that bird? I can't do it. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I closed my eyes and put my hands together, saying a little prayer for the poor animal, and then left the box where it lay and got back to my feet. Photographs. The top photograph on the stack depicted a young woman with a hairstyle decidedly not of the modern era. Is this Machina? The next photograph showed a different woman smiling widely. Her clothes were actually quite beautiful and her eyes looked almost lifelike on the paper, like they could suck you in. Don't look at it! Horror tropes! I flipped through each of the remaining pictures, seeing mostly just more of the same until Machina, Rocky, and Yoshi in Yokohama. Yoshi Shinozaki. That's Sachiko's mother. Does that mean this girl is... A twin-size futon was neatly laid out. Its top cover was convex, just as it would be if someone was sleeping beneath it. In fact, that's exactly what it looked like, almost unmistakably. Could be a homeless person. And right on top of it sat a perfect cube of a box, about 10 centimeters across on all sides and bright red like a Shinto torii gate. Which would have been a lot more interesting if I weren't still scared in my mind by the thought that there might be someone under the cover this whole time. I mean, it could be a homeless person. Man, if this is another dead bird. Well, I'm just gonna keep walking on them until they wake up. Plenty of homeless people sleep inside a condemned apartment's Horse. I know. I know this for sure. I have to take this back with me. It won't open. What the? What the? Go, don't go, don't go, don't go, don't go. I mean, she did warn me. Shit, she definitely warned me. This is my fault. It was a silhouette of a human being, all black save for two perfectly round cutouts positioned halfway up the head, glinting within an earthly light. There were no signs of life nor detail anywhere along the shadowy figure except in those eyes, but those eyes were very much alive. They were undeniably the eyes of a human. What the fuck? As if in response to my worst fear, I suddenly caught sight of a small girl in a black dress standing right in front of me. As instantly taking a closer look, it was actually me reflecting in the mirror. But not just me, there was a black shadow behind me. And it was coming closer. I panicked and whirled around and my light immediately went out. I was completely shrouded in darkness as if whatever I'd seen had fully enveloped me. Oh shit, am I dead? I'd stepped on something soft and squishy. Oh no! Another dead bird! Unconsciously, I paused for a split second pondering what it may have been. My de facto conclusion was, I don't care, I need to get the hell out of here. Why is it locked? I don't remember locking it. No, please, not now. Open, open. Feeling around along the glass door surface, I finally found what seemed to be a handle. I tried in vain to turn it, only to realize I couldn't because... What? Why won't my right hand open? I don't have to ask so, I could feel it and see it. My right hand was being clasped shut by a tiny ghostly hands of a white-hued child. Oh shit. Oh shit! I shook my arm violently and the white apparition faded from sight. But my closed right hand still wouldn't open. Why can't I open it? I had to get out of here. That was paramount. Punch fist or no, I needed to leave before something worse happened. Panicked, I flung open the glass door. Why? This should be the way out. Wait, what? It is? What? I fell back completely sick to my stomach. My heart was pounding so hard and so fast I was convinced I was going to have a heart attack and die. At the very least, I knew I was about to lose consciousness. Ah, I can hear it in my ear! That's so unnerving! Ah! As if to confirm just how done for I was, my nose began to bleed. Profusely, I had no doubt at all anymore. This was the end. Snap out of it! Class rep! I have a name, dingus! Kishinuma moved my worn, limp body onto the tatami flooring and carefully sat me up. I regained consciousness right away, and I was immediately met with the worried gazes of Kishinuma, Moshida, and Nakashima. Thank goodness you're safe. I'm not! Nakashima wiped tears from her eyes. You guys. I was so relieved, so very relieved to see my friends. I started crying as well. What the hell did you think you were doing coming by here by yourself? Well, he's pretty pissed. I needed to pee. I had to. I just had to. The worst words ever after what I just said. Why? Kishinuma. Satoshi. Let's leave this to Yoshiki. I was the cause of this. The cause of what? Everything. Everything's my fault. All our friends are gone because of me. Even sis, even she's gone. I was sobbing like a baby. My face must have been a mess, and my voice came out hoarse and in short bursts. How was this your fault? Damn, the voice acting is solid. Oh my god. She can barely breathe, the voice actress. Because it was my idea to do Sachiko Ever After. I'm the one who brought it to school and had everyone stay to participate. That was the start of it all. It's my fault. How can you possibly take sole responsibility for that? Hey, we're a team, Shinozaki. You know that, right? I sheepishly nodded my head, then looked down. I didn't want to meet his gaze. Well, if you know that, then don't forget it. Stop taking everything on yourself. Let me put it to you real simple. Don't you ever think for a second, not even 1 second, that this is all your fault. Kishinuma. Yoshi. You're not to blame, okay? So stop blaming yourself. Everybody else here feels the same way too, right? Everyone's gonna fucking blame me. Yeah. Oh, okay. I was expecting someone to go, no. You know, deep down I've always felt it was her fault or some shit. Yeah, Yoshiki's right. He's exactly right. You shouldn't always try taking everything on by yourself. I didn't want you guys to get dragged into this. I tried to do it myself so you won't have to, but I was so scared. I just couldn't. I couldn't do anything. God, you are so dense. That's what I'm trying to tell you here. You did good. Just don't do it again. Not without us. I'm dense? That's mean. No, that's not exactly what I meant. Thank you. I didn't entirely believe them. It was a fact that this whole mess started when I led everyone in the Sachiko Ever After ritual. But I appreciated their words nonetheless. We're the ones who made it out. We have no choice but to come to terms with what happens. It's a part of us now. We don't have to accept it, though. Yeah, we can still fight this. We can try to set things right, even if only by the slimmest of margins. I think it's fair to say that we all feel the same way you do, class rep. Stop calling me class rep! Look, you made her cry more. You claim you couldn't do anything, however, but I'm not quite convinced that's true. Wait, whoa! Is this gonna be Evil Alice? I didn't recognize the voice at all, and was a little perturbed that no one else seemed startled by it, and belonged to the girl I'd never seen before wearing an unusual outfit. You must be Ayumi Shinozaki. I'm glad to see no harm has befallen you. Who are you? Shinozaki, this is the person who tipped us off about where you were headed and led us here. Her name's Aiko Niwa. I don't trust her. Oh, the evil music! Don't trust her! I'm sorry to be so presumptuous. I took the liberty of looking into you. I'm what you might call an intelligence agent, I suppose, regarding matters of the supernatural. As the little sister of Hino Shinozaki, I suppose the quickest way to explain what would be to say that I'm a friend of Naho Seinoki's. I don't know anybody. A friend of Naho's? And you know Sis too? Yes, your sister Hinoi made quite a name for herself in this plane. Ayumi, your right hand, are you able to open it? My right hand had been clasped shut this whole time. I'd almost forgotten about it. I tried to open it again, but still couldn't. No, I can't. Ah, let me see. Yoshinuma grabbed my hand and tried to pry my fingers open. Ow, that hurts! There's no point in forcing it. It should open naturally when the time is right. You just need to be patient. Oh, and what's this now? She attempted to open the box for just a moment, but her efforts proved to be in vain, just as mine were. Oh, I don't think she's evil because she can't open the damn box. I was expecting her to be like, here's how you open the box. Abracadabra, and it fucking opens. Oh, she's a black magic person or some shit, and I'm dead. This is rather intriguing. Like your hand, it simply refuses to show us what it contains. How fascinating. Aika was mesmerized by the unopening box. She seemed desperate to understand what force kept it sealed, almost giddy at the unspoken prospects of what it could mean. Such spiritual energy. This is wonderful. May I hold on to this, if only for tonight? I believe I might be able to open it once I return home. Okay, I'm not sure if she's evil. I'm leaning towards evil again. Okay. I had the feeling that this was less of a request than it was a statement. She would never have taken no for an answer. Well, it's getting late tonight. Let's talk more tomorrow, shall we? I'll come meet with you after school. That night. After I returned home, I stood in front of my mirror and just kept trying to open my right hand. I put every bit of strength and energy I had in it. Wait a minute! So one of my hands is bandaged, so I can't open it, and then the other hand is a fist. What? I can't even... How do I even eat food right now? Ow! Face, meat, plate? I mean, shit. Okay. I guess that's what we're doing now. My fingers. It opened. I mean, your hand is just one, like, circle in your player model, so I couldn't tell if it was still a fist. What I found inside my heretofore closed hand were teeth? Human teeth from the looks of it. What the fuck? Very small baby teeth, 2 of them. That's creepy. The roots of each tooth were embedded deep within my palm, and I was bleeding quite a bit as a result. Why are there baby teeth in my hand? Chapter 0. To be continued. EVP entries for Hinoi Shinozaki have been unlocked. New Encyclopedia Obscura entries have been unlocked. Kisaragi Academy, Yoshiki Ishinuma. Grimoire. Sachiko Ever After. Hey, what does this mean? Okay. Would you like to save? Yes. Wait, new chapter. What? Oh, okay. Alright, I was getting... This is a weird system, I gotta say. A day had passed since the events at Shimarenjaku's South Apartments. This was to be a significant turning point for me, and Moshida might have been part of it from the start, except that fate seemed to have other plans for him. Miss Kuon, I have something pressing I need to get to, so if you'll excuse me. No, you sit back down, Satoshi. Your score on that algebra quiz yesterday was rather embarrassing, don't you think? Like an owner training a puppy, Kuon gave him a strong glare and held up her index finger in reprimand. For the next hour, I'm going to give you a personal lecture, and you're going to listen. The next quiz will be a snap to pass. But aren't you an English teacher? Isn't algebra a little outside your field of expertise? Anything's possible if you put your mind to it. What if I do worse because of you? She seemed a little taken aback by that remark, puffing up her cheeks like a chipmunk in protest. But, Miss Kuon, it's startling how alike she and Miss Yui are. I'm sorry. Looking both bemused and guilty, Moshida tried to get up and leave his seat in one swift motion, but he was quickly and easily caught, lifted up, and forcefully sat back down. Lifted up? What the fuck? She picked me up? Miss Kuon was smiling. She was actually enjoying this. Who, or what am I dealing with here? Miss Kuon was only the slightest bit taller than Moshida. This did make her taller than the average, but her arms were small and frail. There seemed to be no way she could possibly have lifted someone of his build. This whole situation was rather bewildering for him, and he made no attempt to hide his confusion. Now let's begin, shall we? What the fuck? She's not human! She's a demon monster, demon rich thing. Yes, ma'am. He had no other option. Apparently he was going to be studying algebra for the next hour, come hell or high water. Meanwhile, at a local cafe near the school, Ushinuma and I were sitting down to speak with Aiko Niwa, the informant who'd led my friends to me the previous night. Are you alright? Does your stomach hurt? I responded with a dismissive gesture while continuing to rub my abdomen with my other hand. Ever since the previous night, I had had this constant, unbearable urge to... Game. Why? What the hell's wrong with me? I mean, I know I got really scared and I hyperventilated, but... Can that affect my body like this? Did it change something in me? My bladder feels like it's fit to burst. So where shall we begin? Aiko tilted her head and stared at me, looking me up and down and seemingly judging my every mannerism, my every movement. It was making me feel really self-conscious. I covered my abdomen with both hands as if guarding it from her gaze. Thank you very much for your help yesterday. Thinking nothing of it. I only regret that your friends couldn't get to you sooner. Kisaragi Academy is quite large, so it took some time to track down Kishinuma and the others. Kishinuma and I stared at one another, still unsure how to feel about the strange new addition to our entourage. Ayumi, Kishinuma, you two are survivors from Heavenly Host Elementary, are you not? We'd pledged never to discuss Heavenly Host with anyone else, which we'd always assumed would be an easy promise to keep. But now, casually and out of the blue, here we were. What? How did you know about that? Well, you've been touched by the Ever After. When people come into contact with the Beyond, the color of their auras changes to something otherworldly. Something I can see. She's so creepy. Both Kishinuma and I were speechless. I just sat there staring at my palm, subconsciously trying to see my aura, I guess. Aika was smiling at us triumphantly. You said you were an intelligence agent. Was it the supernatural? You're a friend of Naho's? That's correct. I'm the one who tipped her off about Heavenly Host Elementary, in fact. The true source of the debts and subsequent erasures that had turned our lives into a living nightmares was a Sachiko Ever After ritual posted on Naho's occult blog. I'd been a fan of Naho's for quite some time, and so when I saw that, I knew I had to try it out with my friends from Class 2-9. As a result, half of these friends were now gone. I suppose you're aware that Naho was involved in supernatural investigations on behalf of one Mr. Hibiki, no? I am, and I know that she hasn't been seen since posting information on Sachiko Ever After. Well, my business is of similar nature. I gather data from spiritual hotspots and other supernatural locales, and sell that data to my clients for a fair profit. Not always money, mind you. Sometimes I'll do my dirty work in exchange for a particular spirit item that perks my interest. It all depends on who I'm dealing with. It's entirely give and take. They want my information and I want their cash. Or their artifacts. Physically, Ayako was a very attractive young lady, but personality-wise, the jury was still out. Her words were calculated and emotionless. Her true intentions are a mystery. One could call me an information dealer, but I prefer intelligence agent. And Naho was a good customer. My info on Heavenly Host proved to be her last purchase, however. At the time, Naho was single-mindedly excited about Mr. Kibiki's work. She believed he could qualify for some award with the information I found for her. Say, could you tell me, was Naho there in that other world you found yourself trapped in? Naho died, together with Mr. Kibiki. I looked down as I answered. Despite everything she'd done, the memory of Naho's passing was still painful for me. She'd become one of Heavenly Host's lost souls and gone completely berserk. In the end, I was the one who finished her off. Fuck! Now I'll know what happens! I see. I assumed as much. Aiko seemed completely unaffected by this revelation. Her tone remained even and her expression cold and distant. Honestly, I'd had about enough of her by this point. She was so devoid of empathy. It was almost offensive. I was genuinely starting to get pissed off. And you're okay with that? I do feel sorry for her, don't get me wrong. But I had a strong feeling things would end this way. There's no point in lamenting for which I was fully prepared. Ishinuma continued to stare intently at Aiko with his own brand of cold, emotionless eyes. He was oddly quiet, though his anger was palpable. I clenched my fist. What about this girl? I believe she performed the ritual alongside Naho. Did you see her there as well? Aiko showed us a photo of a girl named Sayaki Ui. Ui? No, I can't say I've ever met her. I see. Aiko's expression was so unfaltering you could carve it in stone. I couldn't take it anymore. I had to say something. If you're calling Naho your customer, I don't think you can really say you were her friend. My voice was breaking with rage, but even if this hadn't been the case, my face must have read like a book. This icy bitch may have had only one expression, but I sure didn't. Oh my. Do you have something against that word? When I deal with my customers, I give them a guarantee of the utmost quality and dedicate myself to their satisfaction. It's an unbreakable bond of trust, like one would have for a partner. And that's not always something you can say about friendship now, is it? I had no idea what to say. It seemed like Aiko was used to this sort of thing. Her response felt carefully rehearsed, like a sales pitch. Finally, Ishinuma broke his silence. Hey! I do want to thank you for helping us save Shinozaki yesterday. Really. But spreading dangerous information just to pay the bills? How the hell can you sleep at night? Information is just that. Information. It's harmless on its own. There's no good or bad. It's like a tool. It's up to the recipient how it's used. Anything can be harmful in the wrong hands. After all, why that cup over there could be used to kill a man just as easily as any knife. The hell it could? That's bullshit and you know it. Ayumi, do you agree? Aiko, I'm sorry, but I hate the way you think. I feel it's irresponsible. Her expression remained calm and collected overall, but her eyes blinked several times in rapid succession. It was the first outward sign of emotion we'd seen from her. Well now, it seems I've come to be regarded as something of a villain here. I can't say this is new or unexpected, but it never ceases to be disheartening. Aiko quickly shrugged off her sudden outburst and was back to her usual icy self. It doesn't matter now anyway. We destroyed Heavenly Host. It's gone. An awkward tension filled the room, or at least our table. Let's get down to business then. There's a reason I sought you out, something I want to discuss with you. Aiko produced a thick, hard-bound file folder from the light blue bag she brought with her. She opened it to reveal several documents of questionable nature. Among them were what looked to be a family tree, as well as numerous pages featuring black magic symbology or images that look like tree branches. Oh, well, we're fucked. She's gonna do some weird shit. Or she's gonna convince us to go do some weird shit, and we're not gonna resist that convincing. Black magic spell charts, and is that the Shinozaki family tree? You may find what I'm telling you a bit shocking. Aika was looking directly into my eyes now. Her gaze was fixed, intense, and unblinking. What Kishinuma said a moment ago is incorrect. Huh? What do you mean? Heavenly Host Elementary has not been destroyed. It still exists even now. Okay, just leave it alone. We don't need to go there. Bad shit happened already. Take a look at this. Aiko placed a black and white photo on the table. It wasn't the clearest of pictures, but there was no doubt that the location it depicted was Heavenly Host Elementary. In the picture, a small girl could be seen standing in one of those all too familiar hallways, holding a hatchet in her right hand. It's Heavenly Host! Where did this come from? We have confirmation that it's a thoughtograph I've taken. I didn't have the power to produce a clear image, but this is the current state within Heavenly Host. I don't understand. What am I looking at? Can't even describe what was going through my head at that moment. I felt like I was about to burst. Aika, however, remained calm as ever while recounting her story. Let's start at the beginning. First, the red box from yesterday. After some time, I was able to open it and found these spirit items contained within. The box I'd found on Makina's futon. Inside it were apparently 2 stones resembling magatama, Tama-shaped ceremonial objects from Japanese antiquity. Also included in the box were several more roughly hewn stones, as well as a lining along the edges consisting of crumpled pieces of thin white paper. Unfortunately, most of the box's contents were broken or damaged. This pair, however, was fully intact. It looked almost like a demented version of yin-yang symbols, puzzle pieces that were clearly built to be slotted together. Aiko now suddenly held one stone in each hand and was motioning them toward one another as if to drive that point home. I bet you they're not going to be able to connect. Spirit items are, in simplest terms, items which have been infused with the thoughts and feelings of the dead. Those who bear such objects will be visited by the spirits within them, or at the very least be forever privy to their memories or earthly laments. A wonderful thing. I may not look the part, but I'm actually quite an avid collector of spirit items. Oh, you damn well do look the part, lady. Look at your fucking weird dress and necklace. Ishina, Kishinuma, and I briefly locked eyes again. We shared the same look of bewilderment. Aiko's personality was much more twisted than either of us had initially perceived it to be. Not me, though. I knew. I tried to get a fix on this little girl's thoughts, and in doing so, I heard a vengeful cry, and saw an image of a girl with braided hair in an abandoned school building. My curiosity had been piqued. I took out this camera. At this, she produced an old instant camera and placed it on the table in front of us, and tried to take a photo of the image in my mind. The result is that shot. What the fuck? What is this, Fatal Frame? This particular spirit item only allows me to produce images from the exact moment in time when the picture is taken. The past and future alike are beyond its reach. I examined the photograph in greater detail, and a chill ran down my spine. There was absolutely no denying what it depicted. No! I was actually shaking. That Sachiko Shinozaki, the school should have collapsed. Should have ceased to exist as soon as we escaped. I believe the collapse was halted, perhaps right on the brink even. Maybe because the person to whom that voice I heard belongs. Also, Aika motioned towards the photo in my hand. It could even be that girl in the picture. I wonder who she is. The answer was beginning to dawn on me. A sudden cold sensation exploded through my body and I shuddered as if trying to shake off the encroaching realization. God damn! You really think that hellhole is still around? Kishinuma leaned forward. The conversation was clearly beginning to engage him a lot more than it had been. Heavenly Host Elementary, or rather, the dimensional space that took on the form of Heavenly Host Elementary, fascinated me from the moment I introduced it to Naho. I began to research it independently and learned that its true identity as well. Something like a new nirvana, a netherworld or hereafter, an otherworldly plane of death. Though ordinarily one tends to think of there being only this world and the next. A new nirvana. That's correct. You know about Yoshi Shinozaki, do you not? Yeah. And of her clinic? The Shinozaki estate wherein the grimoire known as the Book of Shadows was located? Yeah. Why? How could she know about that? A million thoughts, a million questions were running through my head. I was speechless. All I could do was sit there and hear her out. Whoa, what the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening? What the? It was like a muffled scream or a moan of agony, the sound you make when you want to make a sound but are barely able to. That one was a little more forceful, accompanied by thrashing. It caused a nearby table to fall over and roll along the ground. Please, dear, come now! You need to stay calm! This was Yoshi Shinozaki's clinic. And Yoshi herself was on top of her husband, holding him down with both her hands. She continued her Shinto purification chant. To prevent Seiji from biting off his own tongue, he had been gagged with a towel. Needless to say, he wasn't particularly well. Not far from where this was occurring, Sachiko stood aghast, trembling as she watched the proceedings with hesitant sidelong glances. Izanagi no Okami, who visits the underworld and beholds our foul spirits, guide us to the cleansing waters of the Tashinabi, on the Odo Daba Daba Daba, shores in the land of Tsuchikushi. Seiji still collapsed on the floor, was clearly suffering. His body was bent into a most unnatural shape, and he was fervently clawing at his neck. I beseech thee in the name of the divine virtues of the gods gathered here to wash away the sins we've committed and the impurities that dwell within our minds and bodies. Sachiko's father screamed through his gag, foam beginning to froth out from its edges. He was going into cyanosis. Ghostly images of Shinozaki women from ages past smiled upon the event from the ceiling, laughing and mocking his suffering. Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ! If I could stand murder mysteries with bodies, I'd be here, but I'm lurking in the background. This is demonic shit right now, son. This is some dark demonic shit. Worse still, some of the women had traditionally blackened teeth, giving their smiles an unintentionally sinister edge. The atmosphere within the room was heavy, as the spirits occupied every empty corner, dancing and flitting about freely and joyously. Also, the voice acting is really good. Lurking since you started. Have fun, guys. Thanks, Baker. This is some demonic shit. Seiji's body sharply bent and began convulsing. Oh, fuck! Come into this world, multitude. Dear, stay with me, dear. Ah! I beg of you, please do not take him. Her great-grandmother, Sarah, the head of the Shinozaki family, was among the black-teethed women, laughing joyously at Seiji's suffering. Oh my god, Jesus, demonic ass shit right now, son. His voice began to weaken and his convulsions began to lose strength. Finally, the last spark of life had left his body. His eyes rolled back into his head and all movement ceased. Dad, why aren't you breathing? Sachiko looked up, eyes glazed over with tears. Yoshi, too, was stricken with grief and despair. This is what it means to be a Shinozaki, to be part of the cursed bloodline. All men who marry in are guaranteed to die quickly. Not enough Yoshi could circumvent that. Not even Yoshi could circumvent that fate. So she turned to the Forbidden Book, an item she and her family had been protecting for generations from those who might misuse it. The Grimoire, the Book of Shadows. To lose a loved one was a fate she feared more than anything else, so she tried to offset it through black magic. It was an act of truly absurd foolishness. She must have cared for him so deeply she would have literally done anything to see him again, no matter the cost to her own immortal soul. Aiko stared deeply into my eyes, seemingly fishing for a reaction to her tale. But then what happened next was almost beyond belief. I continued listening, unknowingly stoking the wound on my thigh as unpleasant memories of my own foolish run-in with black magic resurfaced. The Shinozaki blood that flowed through Yoshi's veins were more powerful than anyone could have known. Its energy spawned something much different than what Yoshi intended. By which, of course, I mean... I instantly knew what she was going to say. From the book, she created a new nirvana. There, one could coexist with the dead for all eternity. It was a new dimension cut from the netherworld itself, forcibly born into the world of the living. Ah, fuck! Yoshi must have lost her insanity right there. He tried to leave her only child Sachiko in the real world, while living with her husband's soul in the new nirvana. The land of corpses. However, this nirvana had a mind of its own. Yoshi couldn't possibly control it, Shinozaki or no. I knew that all too well. Just like Yoshi, I'd experienced my own tragic failure with black magic at the Shinozaki clinic. Black magic has its own blowback of sorts. Her husband's soul was split apart and scattered in all directions. And Yoshi's life, too, was on the verge of being snuffed out. She knew she'd made a mistake. She deeply regretted it, and as such took what she could only assume to be her dying breath. Her sole daughter, Sachiko, in possession of nearly limitless spiritual potential, absorbed the entirety of this nirvana into her body. Sachiko? The poor girl collapsed to the floor, violently thrashing about as the weight of an entire dimension crushed her from the inside. This action had saved her mother's life, certainly, but death would have surely been preferable. Picking herself up, Yoshi rushed to her daughter's side in tears. Oh, fuck! Both parent and child were bawling, pain mixing with relief, mixing with pain again. The little girl buried her face into Yoshi's bosom and just cried and cried. Yoshi grasped her tightly in both arms. How far am I into the game? Just chapter 1, Batzel. Yoshi grabbed her tightly in both arms, tears streaming down her face uncontrollably. By this point, Sachiko's body had begun producing a dark blue aura. I'm sorry, Sachi. I'm so sorry. Mommy was wrong. Probably gonna be continuing the game tomorrow. Mommy has you. So from now on, Mommy will never leave you. The game's really, really damn good, so I'm definitely gonna be continuing this tomorrow. She'll never even think of leaving you again. As you know, Sachiko is a direct descendant of the Shinozaki line, a thoroughbred. This means her power is greater than Yoshi's. It had to be, of course, for her to house an entire dimension within her fucking body. Aika took a big, noisy sip from her coffee mug. At the time, she must have been the strongest practitioner of dark arts in all the world. Even stronger than Voldemort. Yet despite that, she wound up dying. That's right, the same day Yoshi fell and died, Sachiko disappeared. That was 50 years ago now. They both were killed by the principal. Just as I suspected. The principal's heinous actions are to blame then for resurrecting the new Nirvana within Sachiko, creating the closed spaces we know as Heavenly Host Elementary. It's probably because the school was the site of Sachiko's violent demise that her Nirvana took on its form. Yet even then, with Sachiko reborn as a spirit in that realm, she was still all-powerful, seemingly continuing to exert complete control over it. I guess that's why she was able to manifest so many different horrible things in there. This was all starting to make a sick sort of sense. The pieces were falling into place and painting an absolutely awful picture, I assured to myself as I considered it. When you escaped, you removed Sachiko from the equation. But the Nirvana remained, and is going berserk once more. It should have just disappeared. This world would be better off without it. This entire conversation was a roller coaster of emotions for me. At this point, I was just angry. Angry at everyone involved in this whole ordeal, myself included. Now then, if I may, I'd like to discuss something a bit outlandish with you. She's gonna send my ass back over there, and I'm gonna do it. Isn't that the case? Okay. Would you like to see your dead friends again? Fuck! I'm gonna do it, aren't I? That certainly got our attention. We both perked our heads up immediately. Spirits that have died in the Nirvana are said to roam its grounds, trapped and unable to find rest. As such, your friend's souls may still exist on that plane. There are actually a number of useful magic listed in the Book of Shadows. Aside from the spell Yoshi used to create the new Nirvana, there's also a spell of revival. Nakashima and I knew about that one all too well. Forcefully returning a life to this plane, of course, is dreadfully taboo, as it's considered an affront to the will of God by virtually all religious organizations. Huh. Kishinuma seemed a bit more confused than probably should have been, though I suspect the look on his face may have had something to do with that. I performed that spell, the very one Aika was describing. It took hours, failed miserably, and killed my sister. All at once the guilt returned. I lowered my head solemnly. Aika grinned at me, and I had this sinking suspicion it was because she somehow knew what I was thinking, though I couldn't be sure, and I certainly didn't know how she would. Still, who cares about bullshit like that, right? You can be blasphemous. You can break every commandment. Bring it on! You'll do whatever it takes to resurrect your dead friends now. Fuck that shit, dude! All you have to do is find that book and cast that spell once more within Heavenly Host Elementary. Your chances of success would be much higher there, don't you think? Hold on! You have any idea what you're saying? What happens if things get any worse? I didn't exactly mean to interrupt Kishinuma, but quite honestly, I didn't even realize he was talking. I was too focused on what Aiko had just said. You know about it, don't you? Our failed attempt at Yoshi's place? Me and Nakashima? Aiko tilted her head at me. That same wry smile was creeping across her face. She'd gone from cold and emotionless to knowing and expressive in a mere instant. I don't think we really believed what was happening to us. It was like a dream. What we saw was impossible. What we experienced was impossible. I thought I was going insane. It shouldn't have been possible. We shouldn't have done it. I want to put it all... I want to put this all behind me. But it was real. Aiko pointed the scar on my neck, then one step further and lightly brushed it with her hand. I could feel that touch deep within my soul. Suddenly found myself swallowing my next breath, practically choking on thin air. See? You came in contact with something ordinary people could never even imagine. You really think you can just turn tail and run from that now? I looked down again, trying my best to avoid Aiko's gaze. You really think I can do it? Fuck off, Ayumi. You better not be thinking... Well, I mean plot. But fuck off, Ayumi. You better not be thinking of going back there. When I started crying, I raised my head again, intent upon looking deep into Aiko's eyes as she answered my question, but she looked so blurry through my tears. I could tell, though, she was smiling at me. It was that same expression. Her new standard. I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. Can you be more specific? Can I really? Yes. Yes, what is it? I want to hear you say it. What exactly is it that you wish to accomplish? Can I bring everybody back? Nicely done. Aiko patted my head as one might a dog's after a successfully performed trick. What the grimoire produces are miracles spawned from the wisdom of the witches, and these miracles hold the power to bend fate. Fuck off, Ayumi! Just leave well enough alone. Even if that fate is set in stone, so to speak. You are a descendant of the house of Shinozaki, a family of immensely powerful practitioners of magic. And since Hinoi is no longer with us, this is something only you can do. My confidence was being bolstered by the minute, though in retrospect that was likely Aiko's aim. Nonetheless, if there was still something I could do for my friends. But wait, I don't even know where the Book of Shadows is anymore, plus... You're no longer able to travel to Heavenly Host by way of the Sachiko and the Ever After ritual now that Sachiko is gone, correct? Yeah, that's right. That's what Yuki said anyway. Or Yuki Kano, a girl from school. Aiko once again placed the bluish-white Magatama stones from the box in either hand, this time fitting them together, though not quite the way they were supposed to interlock. That's where these come in. What are they? They house an exceptional amount of spiritual energy, as one would expect, given that they're spirit items from the Shinozaki line. The voice I heard told me about them. They're called Ever After Stones. Ever After Stones? I leaned forward despite myself. The name sent a shiver down my spine. But now that I'd heard it, I had to know more. These two are one. Fit them together like a puzzle piece and chant. Nirvana, I summon the dead, and all who are in direct contact or indirect contact with them will be spirited away. We both flinched at her chant, but Aiko just smiled. She must have intentionally oriented the stones the wrong way so the charm wouldn't activate. It's the same when you return. She tossed the stone she'd been holding in her right hand into her left, or it clacked together with the other. Strange, isn't it? This girl taught me the technique herself. Aiko gazed longingly at the stones. She was clearly utterly enamored by them. It seemed as if they were the key factors in unleashing her newfound emotionless expressiveness. But my focus was elsewhere. Without a doubt, the items Aiko now held in her left hand were extraordinarily dangerous. Possibly the most dangerous, horrific objects in the entire world. However, while Aiko was ogling them with her left hand, her right hand was feeling around for something in her breast pocket. She slowly removed it, producing an old black and white photograph. When had she taken that? It was the same photograph I'd seen at Makino Shinozaki's house the previous night. It depicted a young Yoshi alongside her mother, Makina. When Yoshi was in her teens, she adored her Aunt Makina, and would often go over to her place for a visit. The Shinozaki family were world famous for their spiritual abilities, and this was all when it started. The surviving elder of the Yagura Society felt it was too dangerous to leave these items with the Maratubas, so he came here intending to steal the Book of Shadows away from them. What he felt would be even more dangerous for the book and stones to remain together. So while he gave the book to Yoshi for safekeeping, he gave the stones to Makina. Yagura Society? Maratubas? Never heard these terms before at all. Neither have I. Shit. And then there was that damn Book of Shadows again. Why did they have to keep coming up? You removed Sachiko Shinozaki from that school, and in doing so, you created the perfect storm of opportunity. Two-way travel to and from that dimension is now possible. It's no longer a one-way road. A new spiritual hotspot, something not of this world, has been born. He thrust the ever-after stones toward me triumphantly and continued to make her pitch, growing more excited by the second. I was legitimately speechless. What could I say? Don't you see? That place is a gold mine. People can no longer claim the world of spirits is fake, or that spiritual investigators like myself are lying. It's all different now. Occult research can be legitimized. Like I give a fuck, son! I'm even considering bringing people that cursed dimension on tour if I can, to make a little extra cash. She is fucking insane. Someone knock her out and steal those stones, then go throw them into a volcano. Ishinuma and I both reacted to that preposterous suggestion with a start. You couldn't possibly be serious, could she? I've deleted the proxy doll data from Naho's blog, so no one will be able to jump that way anymore. Only I possess the means to enter that place now. What could she possibly have been thinking? I want to stop her at once. I wanted to take those stones and break them right there on the spot, before anyone else got hurt. But when I began conducting these tours, however, I want to make customer safety my top priority. So she's sending a fucking schoolgirl. And you seek your father's spirits, do you not? Well, reinvestigating that dimension could help you reach that goal. Our destinations are the same, Ayumi. Aiko leaned in as she spoke. Her breath scented with the sugary sweetness of the extravagant desserts we've been eating. Tickled my nose. So what do you say? Let's go back to Heavenly Host Elementary together. One more time, shall we? I really wanted to conduct tours using the paper dolls, but missed my chance. Now, though, I have these lovely stones. I feel this must be fate, and I can make a business of it. Aiko seemed like she was on top of the world. She needs to be in a damn straitjacket. She's a threat to the world. But that just made me all the more disgusted with her. How about it? On the other hand, she was offering me a chance to save our lost friends. However remote that chance may have been, it stacked the odds frustratingly in her favor. Fuck that shit! Leave well enough alone! I still couldn't just say yes, but I also couldn't say no. Honestly, I resented Aiko for putting me in this position. I glared at her for a moment before I said anything. I can't answer that right now. Give me some time to think it over. I'd almost forgotten Kishinuma was there. Sudden waves of guilt washed over me. He had an absolutely incredulous look on his face. I couldn't bear to see it, so I looked away. We don't know where the Book of Shadows is anyway. Plus, how do we know these stones can actually do what you say they can? There's no way you could have already tried it, right? Aiko smiled. She oriented the two stones so they'd form a perfect yin-yang symbol. Slotted them together once again. Immediately, the stones began glowing with a bluish-white hue. A stream of energy started to form around them. You gotta be kidding me! Aiko continued smiling and looked directly into my eyes. No need to decide now. Think it over. Yes, it's true. The full range of these stones' powers is yet to be tested. Their true danger is, as of yet, undetermined. He slowly separated the two stones as she said this, and the energy surrounding her dissipated. Well, they're from the home of Makina Shinozaki, a prominent branch of the Shinozaki tree. Their authenticity and the credibility of my intelligence is hard to dispute. Of a thing, can I see them? Kishinuma didn't wait for an answer. He grabbed the ever-after stones from Aiko's hands and began examining them carefully. Now break them! Hard to believe this is what was in that box. You weren't planning on keeping these stones all to yourself, were you? Aiko seemed taken aback by the question. Way to go, Kishinuma. You managed to catch her off guard. Half the credit for finding them is due to Shinozaki risking her skin after all. Aiko seemed to ponder these words for a moment. Well then, let's make sure neither of us can go by ourselves. We'll each keep one of the 2 stones. Alright, give me one, Kishinuma. Sure thing. Kishinuma plopped one of the stones in my hand, then slipped the other back into the drawstring pouch Aiko had brought them in and closed it up. There. He then casually handed the pouch back to its rightful owner. Feel free to give me a call anytime you'd like, and don't worry, I'll even help you find the Book of Shadows, free of charge. Aiko flashed us the biggest, most gregarious smile I think I've ever seen. And when we find it, you will go with me, won't you, Ayumi? I closed my eyes and gave something like a half-hearted half nod, pointing my head without raising it again. It was interpreted as a yes, but I'm not sure I meant it that way. Good! That being the case, it's on me today. Aiko got up and grabbed a check. No! I'll pay for mine. I took out my wallet. I had no desire to owe this person anything. Aiko just smiled. That it is then. Oh yes, I almost forgot. I'd like to have this. I'd like you to have this. I handed her autograph to me. No, it's not going to bite you, and I'm not asking you any money for it. Please, just take it with my blessing. A lot fucking happened just now. I despise her. Me too. As soon as I'm done with these 4, I'm breaking the stone. Yeah, I'm right there with you. Better make sure to break the other one, though, too, while you're at it. As if you've been waiting for this cue, Kishinuma pulled the other stone from his pocket. Kishinuma? She doesn't know what it's like in the school. I mean, she was actually getting excited about going there, so I helped myself when she wasn't looking. Oh, good. Take it from her. Kishinuma, that's amazing. You're terrible. Hey, serious business calls for serious action. Though, Shinozaki, I don't know how to say this exactly, but about the whole resurrection thing. The whole situation with Suzumoto and the others should probably just be left alone, don't you think? You've gone through so much already and have come really close to dying, and I don't think any of them, Suzumoto, Miss Yui, Inohara, Morishige, would want that. But that might not be true. Damn it, Shinozaki, just stop. Do you know how much Satoshi and Nakashima have been worrying about you? I'm sorry. Take the other fucking stone from her right now. But Kishinuma, please, you have to understand. I just need a little more. I need you to humor me for just a little bit longer, okay? Please, just let me do this. Fine, but listen, you're not doing it alone. I'm going to keep one of the stones. Fuck off! No! No! I mean, plot. And they're gonna have to do it, obviously. But fuck off! No! Okay. It'll be alright, you know. I turned my gaze up to meet Kishinuma's. My eyes must have looked like saucers, windows into a mind full of worries. Ideas and fears spurred by the unexpected turn of events. If anything happens, don't hesitate to call me, okay? I'm here for you. I don't want you blindly rushing into a dangerous situation like you did yesterday. I may not be able to offer much, but I'm confident I can at least protect you from harm. Kishinuma patted me on the head reassuringly as he said this, and I had no idea how to react. Felt warm and safe, but also a little annoyed, much like a younger sister being simultaneously comforted and scolded by her big brother. All I could say in response was, I love you. Okay. I could feel my eyes still bulging from my head, opened as far as my eyelids would allow. I imagine how I must have appeared to Kishinuma and was momentarily embarrassed. Come on now, let's get you home. Okay. Candle? Need a fucking candle. I remember running up these stairs with Mayu, Suzumoto at the time. It never dawned on me that the legitimacy of these memories could ever be called into question. Why would it? When you graduate, transfer, or get married, you're always still able to see one another as long as you're both alive. But in this reality, it's as if Suzumoto never even existed. I'm home. Welcome back. I see she's watching MS Paint on TV. News of yet another bizarre death has just come in. This time, Mr. Okabe, who was discovered within the city at this location, has suffered a broken spine. A map was displayed on the television screen. The marquee at the bottom provided the headline. Sudden violent deaths remain unexplained. Dinner will still be a while yet. Maybe you should take your bath first, Ayumi. Okay. Without thinking, I'd left the socks I just removed from my feet on the living room floor and began walking towards the bathroom. Hey, socks! That was a bad habit of mine, so ingrained within me that it almost became ritual. Mom did well to have caught it so quickly. I grabbed my socks and left the room. Can I really bring them all back if I use the Book of Shadows inside Heavenly Host this time? This might work. I set my bag down in my room quickly and automatically grabbed my sweatpants and spats. Made a beeline for the bathroom. When I got there, I threw my socks in the hamper with purpose. Began peeling off my school uniform. As I observed myself in the mirror, I began to murmur. There's a scar on her neck. Blowback. If I'm not careful, the same thing could happen again. There's burn marks on my neck, and arms were eternal reminders of what I'd been through at the Shinozaki estate. I could clearly remember the agony I went through as they'd formed. I remember watching them sear into my flesh out of thin air, blood spurting from them as if I'd been knifed. I only survived because Hinoe sacrificed herself in my place. I have to do it. I tried to force self-confidence into my expression when it wouldn't come. I slapped my cheeks hard. It was in me somewhere. I just needed to be yanked out of the open. You have to do your best, damn it! I lowered my head into the water ever so slightly, blowing bubbles in the water with my mouth. The pros and cons of returning to the Heavenly Host were racing through my head. This is the power to challenge fate itself, to rewrite it. And if I'm a Shinozaki, so this is something only I can do. And I have to show everyone that I can bring them back. If only I knew where to find the Book of Shadows to get my hands on it again. What the fuck? Emo kid, what are you doing in my bathroom? So you're seriously going to look for the Book of Shadows? Your lack of sense never ceases to amaze me. This was just about the last thing I expected. I couldn't help but scream. It was the same boy who found his way into my room last week, wearing the exact same clothes. He spoke to me without once turning his head to look in my direction. So you know about Nirvana now. You finally pieced it all together and realized what you have to do. He smiled, still facing away from me. It was a confident yet sinister grin. What, why and how? Hiding one's presence is about as basic a spell as they come. There's no need for the blown gasket. As for why I'm here, it's to remind you of who you are and what you have to do. Your bloodline carries with it a certain responsibility, after all. You! Pervert! Stalker! Molester! I'm calling the cops! Thank God she reacted the right way. My face had to have been red as a fire by this point. Shut the fuck up, titless! Whoa! Who are you calling a pervert when you got the body of a grade schooler? Ain't nobody want to see a washboard like that. Damn! Oh my God! Damn! So many shots! Oh my God! Oh my God! Ah, there was so much burn in this entire paragraph. Oh, she's gonna start crying. What? My head felt like it housed all the blood from my entire body. I imagined myself white as a sheet below the neck and flashing red above it, on the verge of a megaton explosion. Just listen up. The Book of Shadows is back in the Nirvana. It happened when he messed up at the Shinozaki estate. Here, he handed me the autograph from Aiko. What are you trying to pull? Just look at it, you blind bitch. Here, right the fuck here. I grabbed the photograph from his hands as aggressively as I could muster, and backed away slightly, putting as much distance between me and him as humanly possible. It was definitely the same picture of the little girl holding the hatchet that Aiko had shown us earlier, but I now noticed that she was holding something in the other hand too. The hardbound book around the size of a typical desk dictionary. Dictionary! And though I could barely make it out, there was a certain aura to it that looked like an awful lot like a face. God, it is. If you want to use its power, you gotta head back to the Nirvana. Or should I say back to Heavenly Host. Jump over there and get the book, and then maybe, just maybe, you can make your wish come true. He stuck out his hand and pointed directly at my face, then slowly lowered it down towards my abdomen. He is now inexplicably pointing at my lower body, but as soon as I start to get self-conscious, he flipped his hand over and opened it, exposing his palm. There was another piece of 10 yen gum wrap cupped there, the same kind as before. I'm not sure why I took it, but I did without even thinking. As soon as the exchange was made, he immediately turned around toward the bathroom window, apparently preparing to make his escape. Who are you and why me? My question seemed to stop him in his tracks. Aren't you going to explain all this? I wasn't about to drop my guard, especially given the obvious advantages this boy had over me. But it didn't seem like he'd come to attack me or anything. Rather, it was almost like he was trying to lead me somewhere, to show me the way. I can't answer that just yet. He turned his head towards me just enough that I could catch a brief glimpse of his eyes behind his hood. They were ice blue in color, but gentle and sincere. He smiled once more as he leaped out the bathroom window. I was just kind of dumbfounded. I had no idea how to process what just happened. What's wrong, Ayumi? Are you okay? Mom barged into the bath brandishing a broom. It was probably the first thing she would find, which to fend off potential intruders. Too bad she hadn't been just a moment quicker. All I could do was squat on the cold bathroom floor and stare at her with hollow eyes. There's no way to adequately explain any of this to her. It was late at night and I still hadn't bothered changing out of my school uniform. I needed food though, so I decided to head up the convenience store on my way back home. I picked up a bottle of olives, a pack of tofu, some mineral water, and other various things to keep me going for a while. The hell's this? I could hardly believe it. There was actually an occult section at the damn mini-mart. All kinds of stupid stuff like spirit, talisman, magnets, and anti-demon wards. I grabbed one off the shelf at random and looked at the company logo on the backside. DL Promotions Co. Inc. For these last 2 months since we'd gotten back from Heavenly Host, it seemed like there was a real spiritual boom going on all over the world. Whenever there'd be an even strange death or something, the public would be all over it, downright excited about the possibility that it might be supernatural in nature. It was all over TV shows and magazines too, with independent researchers checking out spiritual hotspots and giving fancy new age advice to people to boost ratings or sales. And now this. Exorcism merchandise, next to pre-packaged cupcakes and ready-made dinners. Get your talismans at the corner store now, huh? Not too long ago I'd have made fun of all this crap. Guess it's not such a laughing matter anymore, though. Never thought I'd see the day when I pick one of these things and wonder if it actually works. The item I was examining happened to be one of the spirit talisman magnets, seemingly the last one in stock. Ugh. An old lady suddenly reached around me from behind and yanked it right out of my hands. What? She glowered at me for a moment before taking her prize over the register. I just stood there staring blankly at her as she walked away. The hell? Thank you very much. Wait, I went right and I'm going left. Kishinuma? Shinozaki, what are you doing here this late? I thought you went home. I did. Sorry to accost you like this. You just get off work? Yeah, had a late shift today. Wait, don't tell me you've been waiting here for me this whole time, have you? Man, I'm really sorry. No, it's fine. It's actually a really chill night. I could see Shinozaki's breath dissipating around her chin in short, frequent bursts. Not fine at all, you're shivering. You can come in if you want. I'll get you some hot tea or something. Thanks. My room was on the second floor of the apartment building. I hadn't been expecting guests, but I just had tidied up for my own sake a little while back. It was fully presentable. Shinozaki immediately sat down on my bed and began sipping the tea I'd made for her. She was holding it in both hands, probably less for politeness and more just to warm them up. This is really good. Isn't it? It's from my sister. She sends it to me all the time. She says it's made from really good leaves. The sound of a large truck driving by seemed to catch her off guard. She was clearly a bit jittery. Unsurprising, all things considered. They do construction at this hour? Yeah, when it gets close to the end of the year, they do all kinds of pointless work out there. Like this every night. I've been sleeping like crap because of it. Sounds really annoying. Time passes by at a snail's pace. Shinozaki continued to sip her tea, never once removing either hand from the warm cup. She definitely had something on her mind. Something had happened. It was written all over her face. Are you fighting with your parents or something? Don't worry about it. Don't worry, they know I'm here. They do? Yeah. Shinozaki was in my room. I dreamed about this before, but never thought it would actually happen. Okay, but... I just kind of wanted to know, like, what you're doing here this late. Did something happen? You could say that. Seriously, want to go back to Heavenly Host right now? Are you fucking crazy? I was half acting as admittedly this wasn't entirely unexpected. Shinozaki may be a lot of things, but unpredictable is not among them. Please. So you came here to get this stone from me. I took out the Ever After stone I'd stolen from Aiko. Come on, Shinozaki, think about it. Yeah, the stone's got all glowy. So they can probably send you over. But what do you actually hope to accomplish once you get there? What if you get stuck again and can't get out? You'll die! And if you die over there, your existence will be erased from here. You'll be gone! I tried to be as strong and commanding as I possibly could muster. I needed her to realize what a bad idea this was. I don't care if I'm erased. I just want to save our friends. Save them? The Grimoire. The Book of Shadows. I know where it is. That book you were talking about earlier? Yeah, here, look. He had that thoughtograph thing from Aiko with her. Was pointing to the little girl's forearm. Little girl's left arm. It's been staring us in the face the whole time. Look in her hand. That is the Book of Shadows. I didn't have to look very hard to see it, but... Okay, so she's carrying a book. Fine. Do you have any proof that it's the Book of Shadows? No, but I don't think it could be anything else. You don't think... We just have to go to Heavenly Host and get it back. Then we can save everyone's souls from the Nirvana. We can finally resurrect Suzumoto and the others. How could I argue with that? There were so many assumptions being made, but she was so sure of herself, so certain that this would work. She wasn't about to listen to reason. Shinozaki shook her head furiously, like some sort of violent shudder. It almost seemed like she was trying to shake something loose from her mind. But can these rocks actually take us back to the Heavenly Host? That girl, Aiko Niwa, was it? This was something just not quite right about her. Don't you think? Well, we don't know until we test it then. Well, we won't know that until we test them now, will we? But if they do work, the souls of all of our friends are on the line, and I believe we have a real chance of saving them. Shinozaki. Still had deep scars all along her arms, legs, and neck. Anyone could tell at a glance she'd just recovered from a serious accident. She sounded so self-assured, so self-confident, but it was hard to take any of that seriously. This is the first time in my life I've found myself tearing up over someone, not being embarrassed that I was crying. Honestly, it surprised me even It surprised even me how deeply I cared about Shinozaki and how much I just didn't want to lose her. My eyes were getting hot and glazed, and I felt utterly helpless. I can't talk about this with anyone else, but you trust me, Ishinuma, don't you? I was at a complete loss for words. I found myself literally scratching my head trying to come up with a good answer. This was Shinozaki, and she had come to me for moral support, for encouragement, for peace of mind. It was really the first time she'd ever truly relied on me, ever truly counted on me. And I knew then what I had to do. Damn it. You know what we went through in that piece of shit school? There's no telling what might be waiting for us over there now. But if you're sure about this, we should do it. Honestly, I have no idea what the hell you're thinking, but I promise you one thing, and I intend to deliver on that. What one thing? That I'd protect you, no matter what. Shinozaki and I stared into each other's eyes for a moment, each of us trying to figure the other out. Don't worry. Everything will be okay. I tried to force a smile. Shinozaki had basically curled up into a ball at this point, her tiny body collapsing on itself for support. But now, all of a sudden, she unfurled herself and glared at me. I couldn't tell if she was mad or happy or what. Her eyes were either like daggers or saucers. I couldn't really make out which. Maybe she'd come here expecting me to actively shoot down her ideas or something. Maybe she thought she'd be alone in this. Maybe she'd figure out what I was up to. Or maybe she'd been expecting me to say exactly what I'd said to her, and maybe it annoyed her. Either way, tears began to explode from her eyes so quickly that red bags were forming under them almost instantly. She then turned her back to me, all with one seemingly unconscious spin of her body. Huh? Shinozaki, are you okay? During the day, you remember when you patted my head? She seemed like she was trying her hardest not to let herself cry. It wasn't exactly working. Huh? I did? Yeah, you don't remember? She paused, seemingly waiting for me to answer, but I had no idea what to say and absolutely didn't want to say the wrong thing. She just stood there like a dolt. Never mind then. If you don't remember, that's fine. Finally, she turned back to face me, her tears mostly dry. Still a little self-conscious about crying, though she kept her eyes closed, a telltale frown belying her confidence. There's obviously something between the lines for me to read here, but hell if I knew what it was. Yeah, here, let me see your stone. Okay. Music just got dark, deep, and evil. Shinozaki removed the ever-after stone from her pocket and placed it squarely in my hand. I positioned it next to my stone and stared intently at the two. This was the turning point. What I did next could decide her fate. I couldn't mess this up. Outside my window, I could still hear the sound of construction vehicles driving by. It was now or never. In as close to one solid motion as I could manage, I opened my window and shook the two stones out into the road. Damn! That's exactly what I would have fucking did! Beast mode, son! Beast mode! Hey! I timed it perfectly and my aim couldn't have been better. Another truck was just about to pass by and the stones were immediately in its path. The sound I heard next was a satisfying crunch. It was a sound of delicate glass-like rocks breaking into tiny pieces. There you go, son! Fuck yeah! No dumb decisions! Shinozaki had rushed over to the window and directly witnessed the fate of the ever-after stones. As soon as the truck drove over them, she collapsed on her knees. Sorry, son. We ain't doing some dumb shit that's gonna lead to your death and my death, or worse. We ain't doing no dumb shit at all. You're gonna go home, and then you're gonna get some sleep, and then you're gonna wake up, you're gonna go eat some breakfast, go to school, then go to college, get married, have kids, live your fucking life. That's what you're gonna do. That's what you're gonna do, Ayumi. Like I said, I'll protect you no matter what I have to. Yeah! I couldn't even finish my sentence before Shinozaki's palm slammed my face with incredible force. The last smack of flesh on flesh echoed through the room. The side of my face was immediately in pain. I began rubbing it with my hand as I looked at Shinozaki's eyes. Good! Fucking good! Ayumi, fucking good. I made the right call here. This is exactly what I would fucking do. Fuck off, Ayumi. We ain't doing the dumb shit. Her face was filled with tears and her nose was running. She was breathing so heavily her shoulders were bobbing up and down. I should never have trusted you. Well, I mean, I'd rather you hate me than be fucking dead. So, I mean, if I had to pick and choose. Shinozaki, listen, I was wrong to believe you'd help me. I should have known better. Son, I did help you. You're just being stubborn. She's absolutely hysterical with rage. You think I could just stand by and let you go back there? Back there? It was my turn to fire back now. I was certain I'd done the right thing. Dude, you don't even need to fire back. Job well done, son. Job well done. Just let her vent. How do you even know for sure the book is there? And how did you intend to get it back from that girl once you got there? Going over there without a plan would be certain death. I hate you. You're an ass, a delinquent, a worthless piece of shit. Well, damn, son. Alright. Leaving me with those hurtful words, Shinozaki then pushed past me and ran out of my room crying like a child the whole way. I stood back up again, rubbing my cheek where I'd been slapped. Worthless piece of shit. Ah! Please, please, God, where are they? I would be so happy if that was the end of the fucking game. I wouldn't even be mad. I'd actually be pretty happy. I'd be like, fuck yeah. Stop the dumb idea. Mission accomplished. Let's all go home. Ah. Well, we're just gonna leave that behind. Damn it. Got no choice. I thought I could cheat the game. I can't. Found them! They're okay. They were run over by a truck. Why would that matter? Those aren't just any old stones. Oh, it's gonna be Hoodie Boy. You! Oh. Hoodie Boy ain't wearing. Oh my god, get a fucking haircut. The method. The method. He looks like every emo kid I hung out with in fucking high school. The method is in your grasp now, wrested from the opposition. Now it's time to indulge in what you won to push forward and put the method to the test. You can make the jump now. You're so much more than those filthy peasants. You can surpass them. You called me a billboard. You can surpass them. You can interject your own will into the fabric of this world. Are you on my side then? Shinozaki. I'm miles ahead of this fresh. Who the hell are you? It's that guy I passed in front of Shinozaki's place. They're still intact. Damn it! Give them to me. No. This has to stop. You can't go over there. How many times do you think you can cheat death before death wins? No. Hand them over, damn it. No. Stop it. Holy fucking shit.
Yeah, see.
Fucking emo kid with psychic powers. You asked if I was on your side. I am. I'm your guardian. I was Hinoi's, your sister's protege. I owe a lot to her. My name is Misuto Kiriyaya of the Yagura Society. Wait, protege? Holy fuck, he learned from Hinoi? Huh? You were my sister's? Good girl. You remember the chant to unlock their powers, don't you? Then let's get started. Let me see those stones. Hold on tight to me, and here, a good luck charm, don't lose it. Obtain Mitsuto's charm, Argus cube. Oh, okay. Shinozaki, don't go! Don't! I'm sorry, you don't need to worry about me anymore. Fuck off! God, I hate this! You should live the life of a peasant. It's only fitting. Good, don't worry about her anymore. Fucking idiot. God, I fucking idiot. You should live the life of a peasant. It's only fitting. What? Peasant? Son? Stop. Nirvana, I summon the dead. Oh, fuck. Here we go again. This can't be happening. Shinozaki! Shinozaki! Damn it! Why? Damn it! Of course my fucking guardian isn't with me. What else did I expect? Where am I? This stench. This heaviness. Oh shit. Here we go again. It's Heavenly Host. Mizuto, Mizuto, where are you? Fucking dude shows up in my bathroom when I'm taking a damn bath. Shows up in my room when I'm stabbing myself, but doesn't show up the second I'm in a dangerous area. They're gone! What do I do now? Mizuto must still have them. But without them, without the stones, I can't get back. Oh my god, you're so fucking dumb. I'm all alone in the school again. God. No, I can't start panicking. He's here somewhere. I'll find him. This is just how it happened last time, too. What the fuck? What the fuck? Huh? What? What? Like a pomegranate? Head so full of juice. Welcome. Fuck, what did you expect was gonna happen, you fucking idiot? Why would you come back here? I don't know what you expected. It wasn't this dark last time. Maybe some bentos with those little octopuses. Ah! There wasn't a clock like that in here last time either. Guess things really are different now. I hope Mizuto isn't gone far. I don't even know his phone number. Actually, I should leave a message for him. Mizuto, it's Ayumi. Please call me. Good enough, I think. Let's see if I can find him anywhere. Well, that was the world's longest chapter. Jesus Christ. That took forever. Alright. Well, guys, this is where we're going to be calling it a day. I hope you all had fun. If you did, hit me with a follow. And if you super had fun, subscribe to the YouTube channel, especially if you want to watch this entire video. If you're watching from YouTube, hello, how are you doing? Leave a comment. Anyway, you guys have a good one. Happy Spooktober. We will continue this next time, I think, depending on when Horse uploads this. Later! You guys have a good one.